Buckingham Palace, eh? More like a scene from Succession these days. King Charles and Prince Andrew are locked in a right royal rumble, and the stakes? Oh, just the future of the monarchy. Andrew, bless his cotton socks, is apparently on a mission to outlive his big brother. Talk about playing the long game. This isn't just about tiaras and tea parties, folks. It's about power, legacy, and a whole lot of family drama. But behind the headlines and the whispers, there's a serious question at the heart of this royal showdown. What is the future of the monarchy? Right, let's get down to brass tacks. The royal family is no stranger to controversy, but this latest move has everyone talking. Charles, in all his kingly wisdom, has decided to cut off Andrew's privately funded security detail. This decision has sent shockwaves through the royal circles and beyond. That's right, folks. No more royal protection officers for the Duke of York. This isn't just a minor adjustment. It's a significant shift in how the monarchy handles its own. Now, I know what you're thinking, Piers. The man's been accused of some unsavory things. Maybe he doesn't need a personal army, and you wouldn't be wrong. The public opinion is divided, with some saying it's about time, while others feel it's a harsh move. And you wouldn't be wrong. The allegations against Andrew have certainly tarnished his reputation, making this decision seem almost inevitable. But Andrew, bless his entitled soul, is seeing this as a personal attack. He's fuming. Reports suggest he's been vocal about his displeasure, feeling betrayed by his own brother. Apparently, he thinks Charles is trying to force him out of Royal Lodge, his rather grand 30-room mansion. This isn't just about security, it's about status and power within the royal family. Now, I've always said, if you're going to be banished, a mansion is the way to go. But for Andrew, it's not just about the luxury, it's about what it represents. But Andrew's not having any of it. He's determined to hold his ground despite the mounting pressure. This standoff is more than just a family squabble, it's a battle for influence and legacy. Some say it's a shrewd move by Charles, a way to slim down the monarchy and distance himself from Andrew's, shall we say, colourful past. Others see it as a necessary step to modernize the royal institution. Either way, this decision marks a new chapter in the ongoing saga of the British monarchy. Now, Andrew, he's a tricky one to figure out. Some say he's playing the victim, hoping public sympathy will sway in his favour. Others think he's genuinely outraged, convinced he's done nothing wrong and deserves his royal perks. Whatever the reason, the bloke's refusing to go down without a fight. He's lawyered up, battened down the hatches at Royal Lodge, and is seemingly prepared to outlast his older brother. And let's be honest, there's a certain logic to it. Charles, despite being a sprightly chap for his age, isn't getting any younger. And Andrew, well, he's got time on his side. This whole situation begs the question, what's Andrew's endgame? Sarah Ferguson, Duchess of York, or Fergie as we like to call her. She's always been a fascinating figure in the royal family, known for her spirited personality and candid nature. Never one to shy away from a royal ruckus, she's firmly on Team Andrew in all of this. Her loyalty to Prince Andrew is unwavering, even in the face of public scrutiny and controversy. And let me tell you, when Fergie gets riled up, you best stand back. Her passion and determination are unmatched, and she isn't afraid to speak her mind, no matter the consequences. She's been making her feelings known, calling Charles's decision cruel and unfair. Her public statements have been bold and unapologetic, reflecting her deep sense of injustice. She's even gone on record saying that Andrew is heartbroken and devastated. Her words paint a picture of a man struggling with the weight of his circumstances, and her empathy is palpable. Now, I've always had a soft spot for Fergie. Her vivacious spirit and genuine nature have always set her apart from the more reserved members of the royal family. She's a bit like a runaway train, loud, unpredictable, and always entertaining. Her energy is infectious, and she brings a certain liveliness to any situation. But you can't help but feel for her in all of this. The emotional toll of supporting her ex-husband while facing public backlash must be immense. She's caught in the middle, trying to support her ex-husband while navigating the treacherous waters of royal protocol. It's a delicate balance, and one that she handles with remarkable grace. Some might say she's adding fuel to the fire, stirring the pot and making matters worse. But others might argue that she's simply standing up for what she believes is right, no matter the cost. In the end, Fergie's actions remind us that the royal family, despite their titles and status, are still human. They experience the same emotions and face the same challenges as the rest of us. And perhaps in her own way, Fergie is just trying to protect the ones she loves, even if it means stepping into the line of fire herself. Section 5, the battle for Royal Lodge, a family home at stake. Now, let's talk about Royal Lodge for a minute, shall we? This isn't just any old house, it's a symbol of heritage, a piece of history, and a family home all rolled into one. This isn't just any old house, it's a Grade 2 listed mansion, for crying out loud, with 30 rooms, sprawling gardens, and enough history to make your head spin. Imagine walking through those grand halls, each corner whispering tales of the past. It's a Grade 2 listed mansion, for crying out loud, with 30 rooms, sprawling gardens, and enough history to make your head spin. The gardens alone are a sight to behold, meticulously maintained and echoing the grandeur of a bygone era. And Andrew, bless his soul, is rather fond of the place. He's lived there for years, and it's more than just a residence to him. It's a sanctuary, a place where he feels a deep connection to his roots and his family. He's lived there for years, and he's not about to pack up and leave without a fight, especially not now that Charles has cut off his security. The stakes are high, and Andrew is determined to hold his ground. Rumour has it that Charles has his eye on the property, envisioning it as a slimmed-down residence for Prince William and Kate when they eventually become the Prince and Princess of Wales. But Andrew's not budging. He sees this as a battle for his home, his sanctuary. He's dug in his heels, claiming he can't afford the upkeep on a smaller property. The financial strain is real, and the emotional attachment even more so. For Andrew, this isn't just about money, it's about preserving a piece of his life. This whole situation is turning into a real-life game of Monopoly, with Charles holding all the cards and Andrew refusing to sell Boardwalk. It's a high-stakes game, with family ties and personal pride on the line. The outcome remains uncertain, but one thing is clear: the battle for Royal Lodge is far from over. Section 6, public perception. A family divided cannot stand. Let's be honest, folks, this whole royal rumble isn't exactly doing wonders for the public image of the monarchy, is it? Here we have the King of England seemingly at war with his own brother, while the nation grapples with a cost of living crisis. The newspapers are having a field day, of course, splashing the latest salacious details across their front pages. Social media is ablaze with opinions, with everyone from royal experts to your nan's next-door neighbour weighing in on the feud. And the general consensus, well, it's not pretty. People are tired of the drama, tired of the scandals, and tired of the seemingly endless stream of negative headlines. They want their royals to be royal. Section 7, the weight of the crown at Charles's difficult choices. Now, I know it's easy to criticize Charles in all of this. After all, he's the one calling the shots, making the tough decisions. But let's cut him some slack, eh? The bloke's only been king for a hot minute, and he's already dealing with more family drama than an episode of EastEnders. He's trying to modernize the monarchy, make it more relevant in the 21st century, and let's be honest, Andrew's antics haven't exactly been helping matters. Charles is trying to protect the institution, to ensure its survival for generations to come. And sometimes that means making difficult decisions, even if it means upsetting your little brother. Section 8. The shadow of scandal Andrew's past haunts the present. Let's not beat around the bush, shall we? Andrew's reputation precedes him. His association with Jeffrey Epstein, the convicted sex offender, has cast a long shadow over the royal family. And while Andrew has denied any wrongdoing, the damage has been done. The public hasn't forgotten, and frankly, neither has Charles. He knows that Andrew is a liability, a walking PR disaster waiting to happen. Every time Andrew puts a foot wrong, it reflects badly on the entire monarchy. Charles is trying to move the monarchy forward, to distance it from the mistakes of the past. Section 9. A possible reconciliation? Unlikely, but not impossible. So can these two warring brothers ever bury the hatchet? Well, stranger things have happened. After all, this is the royal family we're talking about. They're experts at putting on a brave face and pretending everything's hunky-dory even when it's clearly not. But let's be realistic, folks. This isn't just a little spat over who gets the last crumpet at tea. This is a deep-seated rift fueled by years of resentment, jealousy, and hurt pride. It's going to take more than a stiff cup of tea and a slice of Battenberg cake to fix this mess. Section 10. The future of the monarchy. Can it survive these feuds? Now, for the million-dollar question, can the monarchy survive all of this? Can an institution built on tradition and unity withstand the pressures of modernity and the very public feuds of its members? The monarchy is at a crossroads. It can either adapt to the 21st century, become more relevant, more in touch with the people it serves, or it can cling to the past, to outdated traditions and a sense of entitlement that feels increasingly out of place in today's world. The choices that Charles makes now, the way he handles this feud with Andrew, will have far-reaching consequences. He needs to find a way to balance the needs of the monarchy with the desires of its members. Section 11, Final Thoughts, A Right Royal Mess. So, there you have it, folks. The royal family laid bare in all its dysfunctional glory. It's enough to make you want to grab a crown, a scepter, and declare yourself monarch of your own living room. But jokes aside, this whole saga is a bit sad, isn't it? These are real people with real feelings, playing out their family dramas on a very public stage. And at the end of the day, no matter who wins or loses this particular battle, the monarchy itself is the one that suffers.